Hello again. Good morning and good afternoon and good evening, or whatever time it is that you're watching these presentations from the Blue Ridge Parkway here in North Carolina. I'm here at the Blue Ridge Baptist Church, and I'm on the wrong frame as usual. Just a beautiful church. This was right on the side of the road, and it is the cemetery. Wow. Let's go over some of the rules. Some of the rules, all previous rules and regulations, written or verbal, of Blue Ridge Baptist Church Cemetery are hereby repealed with the adoption of these rules on December 2nd, 2012. All active members in good standing of Blue Ridge Baptist Church will be given a free burial plot, one grave in the cemetery. This does not include the cost to dig and prepare the grave or any funeral expenses. It does include the use of the churches for services if desired. Number 3, children 18 years old and under, individuals and invalids and mentally handicapped persons may be buried if one or both parents are active members in good standing. 4, those who are not active members in good standing with Blue Ridge Baptist Church and have no family ties with active members in good standing cannot be buried in the cemetery. Any exceptions must be approved by the church. Anyone who is not an active member, number 5, in good standing with Blue Ridge Baptist Church, who make a claim to have a burial plot, gravesite, in the cemetery must provide proof of claim. 6, a $750 donation per lot. It's a big engine, pickup truck, another truck. Where was I? A $750, number 6, donation per plot grave to Blue Ridge Baptist Church is required to maintain each site. The donation should be made prior to removal and burial. Not going to give you that one. Number 7, anyone who has made his or her donation who later decides to be buried in the cemetery for any reason shall be refunded. Half of the donation. All burial must be below ground. No mausoleum. So I can't get buried here. I want a mausoleum. The church must be, they're being buried in the cemetery. All families, one family member must be present before the body can be exhumed, if in case that needs to be done. Maybe they found some additional information over at the sheriff's office. Blue Ridge Baptist Church burial plots, grave sites are non-transferable, either by gift or donation, and the plot grave site will be revert back to the church. And all headstones will be installed on a suitable foundation in alignment with other monuments in the cemetery. All footstones will be installed so that no part rises above the ground. No markers may be erected upon a site until a person is interned there. Exceptions to this rule may be granted by the church. Number 16, markers should be of a similar height and width, not to exceed 27 inches in height and 50 inches in width for double, and 27 inches in height and 25 inches in width for a single. Artificial arrangements may be placed at the top of the monument but should be secured. No other permanent border fences or appointments are permitted. This cemetery is for your loved ones. It is neither intent of Blue Ridge Baptist Church to keep the cemetery beautiful, clean, safe, and accessible. All right, so there you have. That's a lot of rules. A lot of rules for a cemetery, and just a beautiful cemetery. I don't know if I can get inside. I don't know why they would lock me out. Maybe they saw me coming. And, okay, we're going to go in. Wow. Let's just, here's Watson. A lot of Watson family members here. Let's see what this one says. 1874. February 3rd, 1942. Father France M. Watson, Mother Paul Watson, March 2, 1879 to April 14th, 1929. Their life was beauty, truth, goodness, and love. Wow. What else do you want? I don't want to take too much of your time. I'm only 5 minutes into this. Millard Watson, December 21st, 1855 to April 12th, 1907. And Amanda Green Watson, 1858 to 1927, June 11th, February 22nd. Wow. Wow. Let's move away from the Watson family and just 1865, October 14th, 1865 to May 27th, 1925, Martha, wife of Jose Josh Calloway. Her end was peace. I think that's what it said. So I'm just gonna look at this beautiful tree. I don't want to be buried in the ground. I don't want to be cremated. If I can't have a house in real life, at least I can have a mausoleum. How much good is a couple of cinder blocks, some drywall on the outside, some chicken wire, some concrete? Give me a mausoleum. Wow, look at these guys. 1871 to 1950. Is that right? 1876 to 1952. I don't know. I can't do the math. Just looking for one that might stand out. Gone but not forgotten. Church, James W. and Claudine. Here's a nice one. I'm not gonna butcher that name. Look at these wonderful trees over here. This is the definition of resting in peace, I'll tell you right now. If you're gonna be buried, you want to be buried in a peaceful place. Except maybe in the fall when the leaves change and there's like 100 million cars on this road. But for now, it's very peaceful. Herbert, Emily Lang, Nellie Reader Lang. Wow, it's an old one. (1946 to 1998). Davis Monroe, Cardwell. Gone but not forgotten. Rest in peace. North Carolina first liver transplant recipient. Did I step in something? No, it could be nothing there. Wow, look at this one. North Carolina first liver transplant recipient, May 26, 1986, at Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. God bless her. God bless her. I hate the medical reports. Just hearing about somebody's medical issues, it goes right through me. If I was a paramedic, all the patients would just bleed out. I wouldn't be able to do anything. We love you. Blackburn. Looks like they had some money. Look at that one. Eli Marshall, July 1912 to October 12, 2000. Helen Hare, September 30th, 1914 to 2003. Another Blackburn, William Klein. Oh, these things aren't cheap. These cost a lot of money, these headstones, these fancy ones. Campbell. All right, what have I got here? Coming up on 10 minutes. Lovely memory. It's a nice little bench. So you got to talk to the church first and get it all squared away. If you're a member in good standing, no mausoleums, $750 down. If you want to remove the body after it's been buried, that's going to have to be one family member has to be present, at least. Yeah, I'm just going to walk it back. See if I can find any. Together Forever. You got to believe it. McGuire. Walter M. February 6, 1901. August 1st, 1973. Trulia. Truey. Whatever. B. 1904 and 1975. Together Forever. All right. Carol. What song is Carol? Looks like they must have put the wrong date on that one. They had to fix it. Watson. Owens. 1911, September 16th, 1978. I was in high school trying to learn something. God. It's hard to learn when you're outside the building. And Marie W., 1916, 1995. It would be easy if you just put the number that they passed away instead of trying to figure out how old they were. 3 things will last forever: faith, hope, and love. And the greatest of these is love. Look at the size of this one. There's some well-heeled parishioners over here at this church. Here's a good shot of the church. Gear. Did we do this one already? Abraham. Larry Leon Jones, 1994, 1991. All right. Ashley Miller. All right, I think I'm going to bring it to a close. I can't read every headstone, and you probably don't want to hear it anyway. But I thought this would be an interesting addition to the series of the Blue Ridge Highway here in North Carolina. And here's an interesting one. This was like a Home Depot do-it-yourself. What is this? In memory of... I can't read it. That's how old it is. Here's one from the Civil War, perhaps. Connolly Parsons, April 6, 1908, October 13th, 1918. Be higher life. Wow, he died pretty young. Oh my God, look what over there. Holy cow. I can't believe it. 4. And they look like they're unattached. Holy cow. What's the chances of that? I'm going to move out of the cemetery now. And I've seen a number of cemeteries on the side of this, the Blue Ridge Highway and the Skyline Highway. Because there's a lot of people that live here. Beautiful homes. Modern homes, well-heeled people that can afford to just get off the grid and live in such a beautiful, beautiful place. I don't know how they do it, but they do it. And it must be just great. They must think, I don't know how they could do it, and they don't know how I could live where I live. You know, I need to have a 7-Eleven that I can walk to, you know. So that's it. Well, I didn't read the biggest one here. Let's go back and read the biggest one here. People say, why don't you read the biggest one here? Oh, what does this one say? I don't know. I can't see it. Biggest one here is unreadable, so that was a waste. All right, so let's exit the cemetery. But there was many cemeteries along the side of the Parkway and the skyline, and this is the first opportunity I was able to make it to it. Now I'm gonna close this at around 20 minutes, but I want to show you what it was. Just fairly young, not terribly old. Little damage, not much. And it's a church, so nobody's screaming I love Sally on top of the wood. And just very nice. Those two are in the midst of probably mating. And that's nice. All right, that's it. I'm gonna close this video. And 16, I'm gonna try for 17 minutes. There's the truck. There's the Blue Ridge Parkway. And these are all the trees, these wonderful, wonderful trees that are everywhere. And I try to stop it right on the thing.